We have been regularly talking about the role of a DPO in different businesses. Today, let's talk about, is DPO alone sufficient enough, especially for an enterprise, or should he have a privacy team? Welcome to my YouTube channel where you've been watching daily new content on data privacy, and today we are trying to build up a privacy team for an enterprise. So let's begin again with talking about the role of the DPO. His role is very simple and very complicated. Simple in the sense, what does he have to do? He has to create a comprehensive privacy strategy for his organization, the entire enterprise, adhere to the global privacy standards, become a face for the regulators as well as for data subjects. So any query that is coming in terms of the rights to information or right to data portability, right to object, these are a couple of complicated rights of an individual when it comes under GDPR. It's the data protection officer who is answerable to these. And similarly, when a regulator has a query or when a regulator has requires an audit, even when there is a breach, dealing with regulators is also the work of a data protection officer. He has to work with all internal departments within the organization, as well as he has to ensure that the stakeholders and key management is fully updated on what is happening around privacy in the organization. It is very, very important because it's a very crucial compliance that is there, and the organization's reputation is dependent on the privacy adherence. He needs to create a privacy culture across the organization and effectively manage the breach response plan. So there is an incident and he has to understand the incident, qualify it to a breach if he feels so, and then he has to understand what is the impact of this breach on the data subject, and how can he mitigate or reduce the impact of the breach, and report it to the regulators as well as to the data subject that this was the breach and this is how you are impacted by this breach. This, as per GDPR, has to be completed in 72 hours, and all these activities cannot be done by a single person. He's more of a strategic role and not the execution or day-to-day transaction role in the organization, and therefore he needs an organization. A small organization may outsource everything with respect to DPO, mid-size may partially do that, but when it comes to a large organization, you need many more people other than just a DPO to handle it, and maybe if it's a very large organization, you need many DPOs, maybe regional DPOs, country-wise or department-wise or product-wise, depending on how your organization is structured, all reporting into a central DPO and each one of having their own teams under them. So in this video we are going to talk about the various team members that a DPO needs to have and their role. We start with the legal counsel. You need a legal advisor. All your documentation and practices need to ensure that the legal language is taken care of both in terms of the local law as well as in terms of the global privacy law. Right? You would say that this is the function of a DPO. Well, that is why we say DPO is expected to have some legal knowledge. However, still on all your documentations, contracts, agreements, policies, there are a lot of jargons which are jargons for us, but they are legal language and they are essential to be there. Therefore, you need a legal advisor always available with you, and he is the one who is also going to discuss the situation if in case there is a breach and there is a litigation. So the regulators and the court does not expect or entertain the DPO or the internal legal counsel, the regular legal counsel, as the legal counsel for litigations, right? So there has to be an external counsel in that case and someone coordinating with him on what happened and how was it resolved or not even resolved. So he has to work with the DPO to give the legal protection to all the privacy related components. Then you have IT security and data privacy engineers. This is a very crucial role because it's the IT who is actually handling the data, in a sense that they are the one who are storing the data, they are the one who are providing access control, they are the one who have to ensure that there are security measures like anonymization, encryption, pseudonymization, whatever possible highest level that the budget allows in a company. So these are the people who are the technology enablers for the privacy by design or the privacy practices that the DPO creates. So DPO has to work with engineers to help him deploy privacy as well as to help him deploy certain tools like consent management softwares are there who can help him manage and ensure that the privacy components are properly recorded. Then you have the regional privacy officers. They are more We are more dependent on them for their localized effort, that they are there for the region and they are the ones who act as a DPO for the local law. They need to talk to the local compliances, and they have to ensure local audits and trainings and ensure that the vendor management is also compliant. Global legal officer or global DPO may not be able to handle that for many reasons, including the language and culture of a local country. So therefore it is important that he get a local DPO to handle, even if it's not a very large branch, but the data is crucial to be sensitive as well. So local privacy officers to handle the local compliances and collaborate with other privacy officers across the board, and the global privacy officer to ensure that their laws are able to help the organization wide. And then two more functions which are important. One is HR and one is marketing. We have been talking about building a privacy culture. For building that, the DPO can do a lot of things, right? But he has to train people. He has to create awareness programs. How are they going to get synced into the members of the organization? The training of an employee is handled by HR. So HR has to coordinate for training, schedule the batches, and make sure that the training is very regular. And HR has to see effectiveness, get the feedback from the employee on the effectiveness of the training that he has received. And then comes marketing. So marketing may not be directly going out to the public to talk about it, but there are supposed to be regular awareness programs that you expect the DPO and the HR to create. Marketing can add a flavor of nice creatives like danglers and posters across the office, so that the privacy awareness programs are well done. So these are some of the people who could form the privacy team and help the DPO deploy privacy practices for a given office, for a given region. And then of course automatically, like we said, that the IT would enable or help to implement the privacy by design components through IT. So if that is taken care of, then the local compliance is taken care of. If local compliances are taken care of, then the global compliances are also automatically taken care of. That's what I had to talk about the building a privacy team for an enterprise. I hope you like my content. Please press the like and bell icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.